Welcome back to your Google Classroom. Let's look at the very last tab up here at the top. We've talked about the stream. We've talked about the classwork panel that I hope you experiment with and topics. The last thing we want to look at is people. This is where you can see who the teachers are. It's where you can invite a co-teacher or another administrator or person that needs to be involved if you're working with a paraprofessional or a special ed department or somebody else that's going to have access to creating those assignments. Maybe you're gone long term and a substitute needs access. This is where you would add that other person, whoever it is, invite whoever else it is. Another teacher can do anything you can do except delete the class because you are the owner of that class. But they could create assignments, they can grade things, they can look at all kinds of information. This is also where I come to invite students. One of the first assignments in my class is for the student to email me and get me in their contact list. And when they email me, I email them back. And that's their points that day. And that puts them in my address book. From there, I can go in and invite whatever students I need to invite to whatever class period they get into. This is also where I can take somebody out or add them to a different class if their schedule changes or if they move in and out partway through the semester. Here's where you can invite them. You can select the student and you've got actions for every student. I can email them from right here if I want to. I can remove that person if they move, if their schedule changes, if the semester changes or whatever it is. I can also mute that person, which turns out to be really handy once in a while. I teach middle school, like many of us. And every so often you've got somebody who just won't stop spamming everybody else or participating in conversations in ways that just really distract from your purpose. You can go in and mute that student at your discretion. That's where you do that here in actions. You can also invite guardians to receive guardian summaries if you have parent emails. I offer this as an option. I've had some really good feedback from some of the parents that have used it that way. They can set it up to get an email once a day or once a week, automated from Google Classroom that just shows them what the assignments are that week and what the activity has been like. They can't get in and see the students' work. They can't get in and do it for them. There's nothing like any of those concerns that were expressed early on. It's just a way to see that information a little more succinctly. And what I tell my students and my parents, that's a way to start that conversation. I got this. I saw that you did this kind of an assignment. Tell me about that book or this lesson or that assignment, or can I see it, or any of those things. This guardian summary starts that conversation. You can sort your list right here. You can also, from your three little dots, email a student just like you could from over here. But you can see all of those features from here in the people section. That's where you add other teachers, where you add students, and where you can invite guardians if you have their email address to get those updates. And that's the people tab.